Rain on me, Lord, help me grow. Rain on me, clean my spirit, feed my soul. I'm pouring spirit, so he use me like I'm trying to change. Ain't pouring spirits, he flow through me, he just pouring rain. Lay my chains in that water, hit that blue grave. Heard your voice in Memphis, how my oldest got his name. Hey, Father, take me back. Psalms 1 in the morning, meditating fast. How you don't know what you driving, but got something fast. See my brother's life change when that whip crash. I got whiplash, where the spirit got my head turning. Time to pit trash. If I wanna serve, I Jesus serve him. It's a flash when he coming back. What's your purpose? It's a mismatch. Turn the earth flat. Kyrie Irving. Rain on me. Rain on me, Lord, help me grow. Rain on me. Clean my spirit, feed my soul. Rain on me.
Alrighty, welcome in. How y'all doing?
And you making it last. Better with you out living on glass. Not going back. I never thought I'd make it without. Out to the same watch out. Now what is we talking about? Chilling with God and he working it out. Do for you, I can't do for club.
All right, we working it out.
I know we lit, we up, following God.
Oh yeah, we lit.
Rain on me, rain on me.
All right, how's everyone doing? Welcome in. I don't even have my Clubhouse chat. Where we got? Where is it? Clubhouse, how we feeling? Welcome in. How y'all doing? Happy Wednesday, everyone. Let's do this. Y'all ready? Let's run it. Who we got here Z Gamer in the building. Energy in the house. Let's go. Only bands blowing it up. We got Motion. What up, Price Action Kev? What up, SK? Arrow Sassy in the building. What is good? What is good? The Grand in the house. What up, LeGrand? What up, LeGrand? DJ Scratches here. What up, Muggs? What up, Yoki? Yogi. Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. Yogi. What up, Exit Strat? Garrett in the building. What up, Mason? What up, Wokey? Wokey, Yogi. Ken Hard in the building. Let's go. Let's go. What up, Assam? What is good? The legends are here, baby. The legends. We're going to look back at these guys in this time and call them living legends. Straight up. Straight up. What up, Leonardo? 3 Ants in the building. Classic Trader in the house. What is good? What is good? Jermaine Gold, yeah? What up, Pablo? Good morning. Good morning. Oh, damn. All right. Dylan in the house. What up, Dylan? What up, Philip? Mr. Philip. Oh, snap. What up, Ryder? All right, I got to slow this down. Curtis in the house. Ryder, Lisky in the building. What is good? What is good? What up, Ben Smith? Ben Smith in the house. What's up, Carlos? All right, let's get started, man. We got Motion here today. Happy Wednesday, ADP day. So we got some red folder coming in right about now. Yeah, right about now. So let's let that blow by and then we will attack here, my friends. Good to see you. Welcome back to another New York session. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Sub to the channel. I'm going to go ahead and pray for you real quick. And I'm just thankful to do this and be here today. So let's go ahead and give thanks and then we'll begin. Y'all ready? Let's do it. Father God, we thank you for another day, Lord, another opportunity to rejoice, to be glad in this day, Lord. I pray that you would use it to impact and inspire and uplift and encourage those that show up in attendance here today, Lord. I pray that you would say something to meet them right where they are. Tell them what they need, Lord, right here today. I pray for them as they come in and out of the stream, Lord. We thank you for all that you've been doing here, for the work that's been done, the work that will be done, and it's just an honor to stand at the head here and lead this group. So we thank you for blessing us, and we give you all the glory here in Jesus' name. Amen, amen, amen. Let's do this. Wow, what an epic community this is. Holy smokes. Holy. All right, amen, baby, amen. Let's go ahead and get started here. Let me lower the music just a little bit more. Yeah, and I think we should be good. Let me know if the music is good, and if it is, let's rock and roll here, because we got ADP coming in now, and we'll have some more news at 10 a.m. So it should be a very interesting session, very volatile for the most part, and yeah, I'm ready for it. I'm ready. You guys ready? Philippe ready? Clubhouse, let me know about the music. And let's get started in just a sec. All right, we good? We good? Talk to me, music. Talk to me about the music real quick. Stephen B, talk to me, brother. We're good? All right, cool. Okay, let's do it, man. Let's do a fresh top-down analysis. Again, we got some news coming out right now, so just slow it down a little bit. Slow it down. We got news coming out here at 8:15, which is major news here, and then we got some 9:45 news as well, yellow folder, and then another red folder here at 10 a.m. So let's just be on the lookout for that, and let's approach these markets here like the 8-figure trader. Right, another day, another opportunity, gang, for us to be patient and disciplined and chip away. We either chip one step closer or we push ourselves one step further back. So what will it be? What will it be for you today? I've committed when I opened up my eyes this morning that I would do things that are only going to put me in position to get closer and closer to my goal. I pray you do the same thing, my friends. So let's go ahead and move into the top-down analysis here. This is gold here, right? So let's talk about it. So gold yesterday did close up bullish. So we did close pretty strong bullish here, right? You did create your own support. If we look left here, or I should say down, right, you did reject this previous range. So we had a range really sitting right here. Support here, resistance here, and that wick goes straight into that zone, retest that area, and then we begin to move straight up here, right? Like not even a lower wick on this on this daily candle. So that candle had a lot of bullish volume in it coming out from the 4-hour candle off of these rejections. You know, these were basically 4-hour candles that just continued to move bullish there, right? So we did close up strong bullish. We engulfed the candle to the left, as you can see, and now we are currently trying to move up, right? So you do have some clean range. I'm very curious to see. I know this is a minor level here, but I am curious to see what we will do here, right? Will we reject this area? Will we actually close above this area? If we do, we have all that clean range. If we don't, or maybe we do today and close a no wick or something like that, and then tomorrow we end up faking out or something, then, you know, that would put us in position to trade back down into this range here, right? But as of right now, we are bullish, so we'll see what happens. Again, keep in mind we are sitting right at this little level here, so again, I am gonna pay attention to what's happening right here. So we'll see what the 4 hours doing here, but again, not the greatest lower wick either on this current daily candle here today either. So again, we could push up. I am going to be bullish. I am going to get a session bias here from the 4-hour chart. So let's go ahead and take a look at that, and let's see what's cooking over here. So the 4-hour is actually moving down, right? So we did end up creating resistance here. If we look left, we have this zone, right? 4-hour has a little bit of chop going on right around here. You could actually probably extend it down into there, right? We're starting to get a rejection from that area now. So let's see what we do in here. I want to see what's going on the 1 hour here. So let's take a look at the 1 hour. Let's see what that rejection's all about. Could just be a little bit of news here, right? Okay, cool. So 1 hour has support, with support sitting right here at 59, and then we have resistance here at 18. So very big range, a little tricky range here. 1 hour is breaking highs, breaking lows. It doesn't really know what to do. Let's take a look and see if we can tighten this up here. So 30-minute, we have resistance sitting here at 72. We could probably shift that support down a little bit. Let's take a look at the 15, and yeah, there we go. There we got it. So this is pretty much what we got, right? So will news pop up here, bring us up, maybe create a like a little pullback or some sort of fluctuation here on this current 4-hour candle, right? And then if we can actually close, like if we can move back down here and close below on the 15-minute chart, then that looks amazing, right? I don't think we could really get involved in the buys midway through this range here, especially with the 4-hour being bearish, right? You got a lot of chop here. You got a lot of levels sitting right here. I don't really know if I want to be involved as price moves through that range here, right? But what I would be interested in is if this candle really closed down here, right? Then we kind of, if everything looked a little bit different, where we could take a buy off a candle like that, okay, you know, that's one thing. But what I want to see here is with that 4-hour being bearish, could we potentially close weak, right? And then get a bearish closure back below the range here. Then we have all that clean range to the left hand side with a 4-hour bearish candle, right? So that's what I would like to see. Top wick on that next candle, and then the move down potentially, right? So this could potentially, we wait here, we see if liquidity gets grabbed up on the break of those highs and all that. We wait for this candle. That candle confirms that we're now in this lower range here, right? So that'll be our confirmation candle, and then this will be our trading candle right there, right? First target would be the wick fill. Second target would be this, you know, this area right down there. So that is it. You know, that's what I'm looking for. I'm not really gonna take these cheap buys. I mean, these buys don't look that good to me at all. Again, maybe if you had a bullish candle that closes down here, right, something like this, to where we still have all that range to go, right? That I'd be interested in. But you know, to sit here and take a buy maybe up here, probably not the best, right? Especially with a 4-hour bearish candle there. So yeah, yeah, we'll wait on that. The other option for buys here would be if this candle just moved up, right? Boom, 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 just kind of closed up like this, top of the range. We get the next candle lower wick, and then we take the buy right here, right? No, y'all know I wouldn't do that. Wouldn't do that, right? We would wait for what? What do we got to wait for? Support, right? Support to form, right? Some sort of closure, bearish closure, something like this that gives us an opportunity to buy off support. And then we get the closure back above, and then I think we're good to go to retest these highs like that. All right? Yeah, I was testing y'all. Yeah, it was like, wait, what? Yeah, all right, we're in motion, baby. We're in sync. We're in sync. So, okay, cool. So that's pretty much it. We'll go from there. We'll see what happens. Again, these buys midway through are going to be tough with that 4-hour resistance here. So let's just wait patiently and see what we can do. Yeah. 30-minute not looking that good here either. So, you know, if you do buy here, that's what you're buying into. So I guess enjoy that for what it's worth. But you probably will never catch me buying into anything that looks like that. Maybe in like my first 2 years of trading. Right, but these days, nah, not these days. So we'll wait, and we need to line up with that 4-hour candle. So if we can get those opportunities for sells, that looks perfect. Yeah, see if we get the pack runner and then a closure below. But everything looks good coming down. You got a lot of clean range coming straight down back to 5,000. Even is the number. So where's all my, I don't know. I don't even know what the name is. SMC. I don't know. Everyone that plays the big bank numbers, the even numbers. We're with you today. We're with you. We want to see 5,000 today. Okay, cool. I'm just joking around with you guys. Let's make this look good, understandable here. So we got sells below 47 here, which should be pretty clean. Let me just move this to the bottom. Boom. And then in terms of the buys, again, we're probably gonna have to wait for buys above 84, or if you know, if we get this range to form right now, right, and then price just wants to stick around in this overall zone, because we really haven't moved much. Like, we were Asian session, we were chopped up here, and now all the way through London, all the way through New York. So we can easily wait for this here as well, like another pullback down here, kind of like what you got over here and all that. And then we, you know, if the buy set up again at the bottom, then that'll be our opportunity, right? But we got to wait for that. So yeah, so that's it. We'll see. I drew out what, three or four ideas. That's all that fits my bill here today. Anything other than that, I don't care about, right? It just doesn't line up with what I'm looking for. It doesn't make sense to the according to the trades that make me the most money. So anything other than that to me is garbage, right? It just doesn't matter. So yeah, we'll wait on it. We shall wait on it. Sells do look good. Yeah, sells do look good. What's up, Ken Hard? How are you, brother? How are you? All right, so that is that's gold. Let me just see something here. I'm just gonna put it like probably like that for now. Yeah, for now we'll put it like that. Little area here. Little observation zone. See, Melly, what do you think? What do you think, bro? Little observation zone. We don't touch anything in here. We watch how it reacts. And then potential, yeah, sells either below 71 or below 47 here. Boom, boom. Now let's clone it one more time. Let's make them all the same exact size. There we go. All right, cool. So yeah, I think we're good with buys above, but you already know we need a little bit of a support at that point, and then that's it. That's the game for me today. That is the game. You guys are funny. Clubhouse on their game. Speaking of on the game. No NFP this month. They might have. They should be on Friday, but maybe there was some sort of. I heard the government was shutting down or something, but yeah, I'm not sure. It looks like they moved it. The prelims are still on, but they moved NFP. Not sure why. All right, let me open up the chat a little bit better. What's good? What's good? Yeah. The pros, baby, clear and simple. That's right. Yup, the pros know exactly what they're looking for. There's no guessing here today. Notice how there's zero guessing for me today. None at all. The 1 hour, wouldn't there be an onion? Would there? Would there be an onion? I lost the comment. Oh, if it closes bullish, yes, yes, but where, right? So then does it make sense for us to take the onion, right? Because if we're staying below here, then chances are price going to continue moving bearish, right? I think if we get back above here, then yes, that looks good to continue moving bullish. But again, I don't know. Do you want to buy in here? I don't want to buy in that. So could it work? Of course. Do I want to be in it? Nope. So that's you see the difference of the mindset from one trader like that's an onion, got to take it, got to grab it. I don't care what's going on to the left. It's just got to be in, right? Versus, yeah, it could be an onion, but not the one that we're looking for, right? That's the only thing that lines up there. So again, it's not about one thing. It's about correlating, telling the story, building the story up of the overall condition of the market, and that you can't just get that from one time frame. Right, so yeah, the 1 hour could set up as an onion, but then if you look to the 30-minute, it looks like that, right? And then you go to the 15-minute, and it looks like that. So do you want to buy that onion, right? That's the question, right? And with these resistances in the way, so it's a little bit more than just that one time frame. It's all about correlating the time frames to make the best move, right, available to you. Yeah, perfect. Yep. Yeah, let's take a look at the NASDAQ here as well. See if we can catch something. Did we take a trade on NQ last night in Asian? I can't even remember. I don't even know. I did so much yesterday. And after Asian, I don't even know what happened. Anyway, let's take a look at the daily here. Daily bearish. So we did close bearish here yesterday on yesterday's candle. So I am pretty bearish for the most part here on NQ. Although we are starting to come into the bottom of the range, I think the lower time frame still has some room for us to potentially go down if we get the right opportunities. So let's take a look at this. 4 hour is currently bearish. So obviously we did move down yesterday, right? We came straight down. This is our little retest now. We did create resistance here. So we are beginning to fill that 4 hour wick as we speak now. So let's take a look at that move on the 1 hour chart. So let's see, we got 1 hour got support here at 83. You have resistance sitting at 03. Let's try and chop it up a little bit more. 15, 30 minute. Yeah, I would say yeah, being that the 30-minute has moved down so much, we're starting to come right into support now. So we got to see how are we going to react here. So with the 4 hour filling the wick, it's like you probably got to wait for those range 2 buys, believe it or not, unless you can catch like a early onion, right? If not, then I'm sorry, early like inverted celery, that one's probably not going to do it. But maybe the 30-minute gives you something that closes potentially like this, right? Nice rejection, break of the lows, and then maybe a candle closure like that. I think that may be a good idea to catch this pullback, right, back into these ranges here, and then understand that you're just counter trend trading there, right? So you don't want to hang in that too long, especially with that 4 hour being pretty bearish, right? Just because we filled the wick doesn't mean we have to stop there. You know, it doesn't mean we have to pull back straight from that wick fill, because if we do break the low, right, chances are you're going to drive down and retest the bottom of the range there. So I'd be open to participating in those sells, but here's what's got to happen, right? So you got to get a pullback now. So if you want to participate in that pullback, you can, but keep in mind, like if this candle's too obvious, most likely you'll get activated here and then price will actually drive down, right? You'll be the liquidity there, so kind of get like a top wick. You'll enter, or not you, but you know, traders will enter here, and then boom, you know, all of a sudden you get the closure back below, and that 4 hours ready to rip again, right? So just keep that in mind. I'll probably be waiting on that. The only way I do take buys is if we get what I just drew up for you about the inverted celery, or let's say we do get support here. I'm not going to take a buy off that support for the obvious reasons of what I just said about the liquidity. But if we can kind of move up maybe a little and then create resistance, then I think we can look for opportunities to go long again after we move our level down here, right? And then look for buys somewhere within this overall range here to anticipate that 4 hour rejection. So yeah, that's it. That's the only way I take buys, unless we get a cheeky inverted celery or some sort of like fade. Other than that, I want to wait for the range 2 with that 4 hour being bearish. That'll be my buy position that I'll take if we get that opportunity, or if we do close below the range here, right, after getting resistance, then I will also be looking for the sells, right? So pretty simple game. pretty simple. You know, some closure like that would look pretty damn good. We got no bottom wick on this candle over here, plus a whole wick and range to fill down here. So that'll be the vibe, you know, coming down. So that's it. Simple game here today. Range 2 buys and pretty much range 2 sells, like out of this zone. Closures, clean closures, but you're gonna need like that resistance formed. All right, and those are going to be A+ setups, and if you stick to those and those only, they will make sense over time. They'll continue to play out, and that'll again put you one step closer to getting to your goals and aspirations when it comes to this trading thing. Which pair is this? This is NQ, NAS100. I must say we have been doing pretty well on NQ. So when you're still sample sizing, you know, you are going to let trades go and all that, and I don't mind that stuff, right? Because I'm long-term thinking here. But yeah, we did melt off yesterday. I think we were looking at this closure here. It was at 8:45. Yes, I didn't really want to take it right ahead of 9:30 like that. But man, we ended up melting. So again, just more data for me to take advantage of and soak up and, you know, use to my advantage for the long-term game of it all. All right. Hey, how are you, Discipline Key? What's good? What's good? Johnny Gems won the pickleball game yesterday. Made himself a nice little bag. I told him we got to run that. We got to run that back. I told him, bro, you got to delay gratify. You know, he made some money, bought chains and rings, and all of a sudden he big ball. Yeah, what a game! What a game! We keep an eye out for our next game. We'll go live on Instagram again. We'll go live every game. Good. Okay. Cool. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, double or nothing should do. Double or nothing should do. What's up with gold? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up with gold? Gold, we got to observe here. Gold, we got an observation zone. We got our plans for buys. We got our plan for sells. We are golden here on Goldie. We are golden on gold right now. We know exactly what we're looking for. The 1 minute time frame. Ooh. Best of luck. Have fun. Come back and let me know what you discover down there. See, a lot of people do that, and then they always come back to me, and their hair is standing up. You guys ever seen, like, when someone gets electrocuted? Their hair is standing up. Their eyes are widened. It looks like they just got back from World War II. Yeah. And they go, Nick, I don't know what happened, man. I went down to that 1 minute. I don't even want to tell you what I seen down there, Nick. Yo, it gets crazy. It gets crazy. So we've had numerous people go down there, but you know, again, for other strategies that might work well, but for our strategy, it's too many fake outs and too much noise down there. You don't want too much noise when it comes to trading this strategy. You see what I do? I'm clear, crystal clear on what I'm looking for today, right? 1 minute you're looking for one, literally 1 minute you're looking for one thing, another minute you're looking for another, like literally. So that's wild to me. That's wild to me. Nick, I tried it. I don't know what happened. Oh, it almost never fails. But hey, shout out to the 1 minute. Do I know what happened to Top Step? I don't. What happened to Top Step? Fill me in. What happened? Oh, are we talking about the contract size thing? Yeah, we were talking about that in Asian last night. I've done it, lost so much. Yeah, I haven't really done the 1 minute thing too much. The 5 minute thing cost me a fortune, though, I'll tell you that. ADHD time frame. Yeah, I need to be calm. I need to be chilling. Like, I want to wait for something to play out. I don't want to have like 1 minute one thing, another minute the other thing, and that's just a lot of chaos. But again, some people operate well in the chaos. So see Melly, Nightbot. What is everyone's favorite time frame here? You guys have a favorite time frame for entries? I think my favorite time frame still continues and remains to be the 30-minute time frame. I feel like that is the best time frame for overall like correlation. I find myself executing on the 15-minute, I think, more than the 30. But at the end of the day, I still love the 30 probably the best. I think it gives the best confirmations and takes care of business really well. But again, if you know how to use that 15 and when to use it, and you can tiptoe around that volume, then that's where the 15 really comes in clutch. Like maybe right now. But we do have a 15 closure coming up. 30-minute closures are going to come up too again, so we'll see what happens here. 15-minute. Ooh, a lot of you guys like 15, 30, 1 hour. Okay. You know, the 1 hour was big when I first started using this. System, I would execute off the 1 hour all the time. And I don't know. I think the better you get at using the system, what happened here? The better you get at using it, the less you actually use the 1 hour, right? Because you don't want to wait all day long for the 1 hour time frame. Right? I mean, I don't have a problem waiting, but we don't want to wait, forever, right? Because if you wait on 1 hour candles, I mean, if you have to wait on 3 of them, right? Now you're talking about the whole session there. So, yeah. I don't know what's going on here. Zoom, you guys good? It looks like we're all good in Zoom. I don't know what happened. Oh, let's see here in Clubhouse. 30-minute time frame. 30, 30, 30. Okay, cool. 30 in 1 hour. 30, okay. 15. Yeah, 15, 30 is clean. Did someone say refresh Project X? All right, let me do it real quick. No, just kidding. What happened, man? No refresh? What's going on? Do not. I repeat, do not. Why? What happened? Bro, don't tell me they're going to play us again today. That was, I don't know what was going on yesterday, man. Sorry to leave you guys so abruptly in New York session, but I don't know what was going on yesterday. Asian session, we didn't take any trades in Asian. Yeah, the night before we did. The night before we took a NQ sells. Nice celery play. But last night, not much. It's been choppy. It's been choppy here since this move, really. Look at that. That's just chopped. Surprised we didn't get anything crazy here. Oh wow, red numbers here. Do we see gold make a move to the upside? Maybe grab liquidity down here in this chop. And remember, I'm still open for buys. Right? Still open for buys, but not until we get that red candle. Right? So once we get that red candle, aka that bearish candle, aka a support, right? That's when the buys are okay. But they got to be above here. Otherwise, it's going to be tough. What's up, Green? He said, your entry. Your entry. I like that. What entry is your favorite? Yours. That's a smart man right there. Smart man. I like my entries too. Any thoughts on Bitcoin? Just use money that you could afford to never get back again and just literally dollar cost average in for the rest of your life. That's my thoughts. And then just give the money, give the Bitcoin to your kids, grandkids, something like that. Yeah, we got more news coming up at 10. Nope, that's right. We may range until 10, which doesn't make for a great, trading stream, but, we got to wait. We got to wait for the right opportunities here. If you guys have any questions that you feel that you can ask that would help you move your life forward. We can get to those as well, though. And as we wait for the paint to dry. Yeah, Bitcoin just dollar cost in. Yup. That's what I would say. You're welcome, Aaron. That's my brother right there. Aaron Stewart. Okay. It's my brother. Let's get it. Who won Pickle? John won Pickle yesterday. John won the Pickle. Yeah. But you know what I said after he won? How much money you got? Hey, how much money you got? A lot. How much money you got? A lot. Yeah, so I just had to do the Giuliana Massarelli and, you know, take my loss, and that was it. Hey, and then he went to the, yeah, it's just, whatever. I get a, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, John bought the Rolly and the chain and Flex and Doll. He even got new pickleball paddles. But that's all right. That's all right. We'll lock it up again. Oh, I think we're gonna start playing almost. I think we're gonna start streaming almost every day. My goodness. Just the thought of him taking the W spilled some water over here. Call John. Nah. Yeah, John. I'm sure John will tell you all about it. I'm sure he'll tell you all about it when he gets here. Hey, give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. No, I got it. All right, cool. We just missed all the wires. We just missed the wires. It would have been another abrupt ending to the stream today. All right, we good. We good. I was going to say, maybe John's going to have to pay for a new PC now. Let's do a rematch? Yeah, we're going to do a rematch. We got rematches coming. Do you have any advice on establishing like a good e-commerce business? Some people will help you do it. So there are companies out there that will like actually hold your hand, walk you through. Even like they'll even do everything for you. I could put you in connection with guys like that. You just put up the investment. They do most of the work. But whenever you do that, then you always deal with some of their problems and whatnot. So if you can, just kind of start your own e-commerce store. Try and look to sell things that people need, want, have to have, and continue to use over and over and over again. Don't try and sell some, exclusive, like, sexy product. Just sell like things that people buy every day and run out of, like toothpaste and shampoo and deodorant and mouthwash and toilet paper and I don't know, stuff like that. Things that people have to buy, right? Don't try and sell luxury items. Try and sell things that people are just buying anyway. So it's not extra. If they're not spending extra money to shop with you, they're just spending money that they would buy that they would spend anyway on a month-to-month basis. So that's what I would say. Let's see. All right, let's see that 1 hour candle. 1 hour candle trying to come back down now. 4 hour candle struggling, but also trying to make its way back down. 30-minute coming back down here as well. So again, we just got to be patient here. Below 47 is going to be our best sells here. Yeah, because think about it. You're selling. So if you're taking the buy here, by the way, everything we explained on the buy happened, right? You know how many buyers got involved right here, only to get rejected at these levels. So same thing here. If you try and take that sell, you have this area here, right? This area here, but below that, right? We're clean below that. So we really want to wait on that zone there. Send us details for what? Which details? As someone who's been successful in e-com, you're spitting heat. Yeah, you know, it's, again, like, why not do that, right? Why not put all the odds in your favor instead of trying to sell something big and crazy, you know, like, just find something that people need, want, have to have, and just continue to use over and over and over again, whether they like it or not. Let's see. Finally passed my first combine. Let's go. But 2 days with GC volatility blew it. Still grinding back. Yeah, that's part of the game too, you know. If you can get it once now, you can get it again. So that should give you extreme amount of confidence. And by the way, in this extreme volatility, look what I'm doing. MGC. Right? So MGC right here. Again, there's a time to make money. There's a time to preserve and protect capital. Right? And that would be the time, right? So where a lot of people are going to try and swing for the fences in these markets, right? I'm going to just try and chill out, take good trades, not go over my size, not try to do anything too crazy, but just continue to get the bat on the ball, right? And then when the opportunities come, you know, my trades will, you know, run and play out and do what they need to do. Like even the other day, man, we closed partials on that celery play. I think it was on Monday. And man, I only closed at like 300, and then that day my runner actually pushed all the way through, hit TP, and I ended up with like almost $900. So I'm okay with taking that base hit at like 250, 300, and if we do get that you know, that runner, I mean, amazing. But you know, if that thing comes back on you, all of a sudden you're gonna go like 300 pips in drawdown at this point. You know, and then you multiply that, right? Like I got XFAs, I got instant, like, so I got multiple accounts that are taking these trades. So it's not even just like one trading profit. Like you multiply that by X amount of, you know, accounts that you have on these awesome copy traders. You should count yesterday as a red day because most of your subscribers lost. I mean, what's that have to do with anything? You know, even on days that I go green, you know, guess what? Most of my subscribers lose anyway. Why? Because 85% of people lose at trading. So regardless, even if I call a beautiful, amazing stream trade on this stream right here, chances are you go out and mess it up anyway after the stream. Right? So I could probably consider every day a red day. So, you know, don't do that anymore, right? Don't do that anymore. I used to do that all the time. You know, I watch Don, watch Raja, take a good trade with them, and then I'm thinking, hoo, look at me, Mr. Fancy Pants. Let me go take trades outside of that as if like a $500 on the day wasn't good enough, you know? And then here I go, taking a loss, you know what I mean? Blowing my account. So, you know, we could say that about every day for the most part. How to copy trade you? You got to find me. You got to find where I'm at and when I'm taking trades. If you can find me when I'm at where I'm at when I'm taking trades, you can copy them. Sometimes I'll be in YouTube, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'll be in the clubhouse. You just gotta be where I'm at. Oh yeah, a lot of people were green yesterday too. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I figured that. He said, who lost? Who lost? Not me, bro. How many subscribers do I have? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? What's up, Rafi? Good morning. Good morning. Mr. Defeat versus Mr. Triumph. Hey, you guys are reading. Let's go. Let's go. Any trade so far? Not yet. Not yet. Aaron, I would say, how do you overcome the trading doubts and all that? So you just have repetition. How do you overcome doubt in anything, really? You just got to do, right? So again, it's the hard truth, right? It's not like the cool answer, but the hard truth of it. So here's what you got to do. I remember I would look over to my wife, Anna, and I'd say, honey, look at this. This is the trade that Raja takes and teaches. I have to take this right now. And I would just do it as if my boss was saying, bro, put the trade on, right? You got to do it. So think about this. When the playbook setup shows up and it shows up looking good according to your knowledge on it, you got to take that trade. And the more you do it, the better you get. I remember I used to do talks. I used to speak on certain topics about success, in front of other people. So, this is one thing here, right? We got 1,000+ people here, but like it's another thing when you're in front of 1,000 people in the room, right? So obviously that could be extremely intimidating. But guess what? The more I did it, the better I got, right? So the more I went up there week after week, the better I got at collecting my thoughts, saying everything that I wanted to say, not reading off of a script, or right, just flowing with it. So again, it's all about doing, right? A lot of people just have to do it more. So what do you do? How do you cure fear, right? Action cures fear. So if you have doubt and fear, which is why you're holding off when you see good possible setups and you hold off, the best cure for any fear or doubt like that is simply action. Take action, live with the results, because chances are you don't take action, and most trades you go, man, I should be in that right now. Look at it go. There's my partial. There's my partial, right? How many times, right? So it works, right? So be in it. Be involved in it. Don't just, hang out on the sideline and be like, man, that was another one that could have worked. Because guess what? Hesitation leads to devastation. So the more you hesitate, the more you watch that go and don't apply or act on it, the more you begin to, really hold yourself back. So I would say 3, 2, 1, boom, get it going. Once you see the opportunity, wait for the things that we need to wait for, bottom wick, top wicks. Once those are in play, execute. I don't care. Drop down and trade. Risk 25 cents per trade for the next month. That way you can get into the groove. You can get your repetition up. How about this? No money. You can't make any money for the next month. The only thing you do for the next month is trade. You risk $2 to win $2. And you let trades play out exactly how they should, and watch the management of it. Go to break even when you're supposed to. Take profits when you're supposed to. Trade it at $1 or $2 per trade. That way you have no attachment to the outcome, and you can actually get your rep in, right? And actually be like there to watch a trade play out, so you can get that experience, and eventually you're gonna up the size and say, I've seen this 100 times. Here we go. That's like I do, I don't care. You notice how I don't care if it's a win or a loss? Like I'm like, yo, this will be a great trade to lose on. Let's get in. Yeah, you see how my mindset's so much different, right? Again, a lot of people are trying to win every trade, but they're not understanding. They're trying to do the impossible, right? So you can't do it, right? By the way, any trade that I take that I say, yo, this is amazing, this looks great, I still have no idea if that trade's going to be a winner or a loser, right? I just got to put that trade on and live with the probability of it all working out over time, right? So that's what I would say. Good question. Which is the best time frame? There is no best. So there's no best. Again, everything has to correlate. So as long as things are correlating where they should be, it might tomorrow it might be the 15. Today it might be the 30. Friday it could be the 1 hour. So there's no best time frame, right? It's a correlation, an understanding of the market condition that makes the best trades. No trades in Asia. Nope. How's my newborn? He's doing fantastic. Thank you, brother. Incredible. I hear him talking right now. That's all he's saying. But he's fitting right in here. Can you grow a $500 account? I mean, you could. I have. In the beginning, I would start $500 accounts. I didn't really have much money. That was a whole lot of money for me. So I'll start the $500 accounts. Some of them I blow. Some of them I'd, actually take withdrawals on. That was before funding companies and all that. Newborn is 2 months. Yeah, what up, grind time? There he is. Mufasa in the building. Let's go. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Hope all is well. Happy New Year. My newborn is what? It's like 2 months. 2 months-ish. We got a big 5-year-old coming up, February 18th. We got 5, we got 3, we got 2, and we got 2 months. So we're wheeling and dealing. When's the clubhouse offer valid to? The end of the month. Beginning of March. 22 with a 6-month-old. Let's get it, brother. Let's get it. Let's get free. Let's get free. Let's be a free 22-year-old or a free 23-year-old. What a nice little baby that you get to spend all the time. Go look at my Instagram story today. You gotta love slow mornings. That was always my goal, to wake up slow and not have to rush out, not to have to report to a job or a boss or any of that BS, right? But to live life on my own terms and be doing what I want in the morning, right? My morning routine or hanging out with my kids, and life is right here, right? So you get to control it. You get to design it by the decisions that you make. So make good ones. Make future decisions. All right, nothing for gold here yet, but it is 9. So yeah, we do get that onion now. So now this is in better position, right? Now we actually have a 1-hour candle closing in our favor. So all we really need now is a little resistance here on the 15, and then we can start to trade in this range here up to 07. So we'll see if we get that. We shall see. 30-minute just still looking horrible. Let's go. Congrats, all you parents out there. Let's go. Got a lot to fight for here, gang. We got example. We got to be an example. We got to provide. It's bigger, right? It's much bigger than just providing. There's an example that's attached to it. And, look, if you don't become your kid's superhero, somebody else will, right? And that somebody else, we don't know who that is, right? If your kid don't look up to you, they're going to look up to somebody else, right? So we got to be examples and do the right thing and get out here and get it. 3-year-old daughter. Oh, let's go. You want more time with her? Let's go, man. This can do that for you. It really can. It really can. I really wouldn't waste my time here if I didn't think you guys could make an extra 5, 10, 15 G's a month. As you see, last month I made 13 grand alone just playing around with prop firms in a slow month, January, not much going on. You guys can simply do that as well. And it's not just me, but there's been many payouts in the clubhouse over the last couple of weeks that are well over 5 grand, 10 grand. And I don't know about y'all, but I was able to live on that, So if you really lock in and put something like that together, you can legit buy your life back, right? You do 10 grand once every month or two. I mean, you put yourself in a good position. Maybe you're not, doing anything crazy and living a multi-millionaire life, but you own your life at that point, which should be everyone's first goal, right? Is to really just be able to buy their life back and do what they want to do versus being bossed around and a slave to the dollar. Yay, amen. First million, I had it when I was 12, but I didn't receive it till I was about 32. So it didn't really feel like anything, didn't really, because you don't get like $1 million in one shot, like boom, unless you like win the lotto or you make a big $1 million deal or something like that. You just kind of look back and you go, wow, I made a lot of money that year based off of business and investments and all that stuff. So I feel like I already had it since I was 12 because that's when I really set out on my mission to become a successful individual. I didn't know how the heck I was going to do it, but I figured we'd put it together somehow. So all I really needed was the why and the vision to do it. The how was completely irrelevant. That all played itself out along the way. Remember, the path doesn't show up, right, until you start walking it. So let's go over back to NQ. I think we may have gotten a closure here. Yes, we do. So if we can get a good top wick on this candle now, then yeah, I'm gonna have a sell stop here on the break of the lows. You got clean range coming down. I do want to see a better top wick here. It's only 3 minutes into the candle. So if we can get that top wick, then the sell stops are looking valid here. Might have to go down to the MNQ though. All right, so top wicks and yeah, we'll see what we can do. But we definitely need that top wick. Whole lot of clean range though. All right, yeah, so we'll see about that. And then gold, we're going to need to wait. So let's just wait, see if we get a top wick here, and then potential sell stops here. Pre-NY Open. What up, Rafi? There he is. What's good? Johnny
Good
Gems
morning, my
here,
brother.
too.
How are you
How
feeling
are you?
today?
Oh, magnificent. How about you?
Ooh, that sounds good, man. I'm good. Blessed to be back with the winners here in
Good.
Zoom and YouTube.
Let's get it.
And another day, man, for us to do our thing. To wait and execute. You wait and you execute. That's it. Rinse and repeat.
Rinse and repeat. That's
You
right.
wait and you do nothing. And you wait and you execute. Simple.
Johnny Gems, how are you?
Yo, what up, brothers?
How you do? How was London? We're
Jamski.
both of you guys in London?
Nick and Rafi. Good morning, brothers.
Good to see you, brother.
How are
You
you?
too, man. Great to see you. How are you?
Hey.
I'm feeling blessed.
How are
I
you?
really am. Today's the best day of my life, for real.
Amen, brother.
Yes, sir.
We got
Let us
$1,000
rejoice in it.
Richard today.
Yes, bro.
Ah,
Gonna make another 2K maybe on the golf course.
oh,
We'll see.
okay.
Oh.
Double or nothing. Double or nothing.
Double or nothing.
Next game we go live on Instagram again, but we run it $2,000 instead of $1,000. How about that?
Let's do it, bro.
Double or nothing.
We're
I'm
gonna
in.
run that.
I'm in.
Bet.
Let's get it.
Yo, that sounds like a deal.
I'm all in. Time to eat.
W. Yeah, you were asking me about London session?
Yeah. How was it?
Yeah,
Looks a
London
little
session was
choppy.
good. Yeah, just a little choppy. But it was a good session.
It's like we didn't even leave the Asian range.
Nah, we really
We
did.
like stepped out of it and just ranged again.
Yeah. Yeah, we literally just stuck up there at 51.10 pretty much all London session.
Yeah.
But
Good James, though, I'm sure.
yeah, definitely good gems. Yep,
There you go.
absolutely. Great talk, me and Magnus had.
W.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Amazing. 5K a month? Yeah, I think 5K a month changes most people's lives. You know, I talk to some people and I'm like, you know, sometimes they talk to me about money, you know. So if they want my help with money, then I need to know their financial situations, right? And man, I mean, there's guys that I would think he's probably got a good amount of money in the bank, right? $1,000, $500, $1,200, right? Like an extra. Everyone's out here kidding themselves. Like an extra 5 to 10 grand ain't gonna change almost everything in their life, right? So it's like when you have that payout, lock that in, gang. Like lock that in. What do you need 15K for? How about just take the 7K this month, and then work on the 15K. You do that twice, you got 14K. Right? I always say that. You know, the guy who ends up taking his base hits and payouts, right? You got like this guy here and this guy here, right? And one guy just wants 10K, right? So bad. But guess what? The other guy does too. But this guy here, he's willing to take his little, you know, 5K payout, or let's say $2,500 payout, right? Where this guy's like, oh no, I don't need $2,500. I'm not taking a payout unless I get 10K, right? But in the process of this guy over here just goes 2,500 again, right? And this guy's working on 10. Oh, Nick, I got so close to my payout and I ended up blowing it. And I got my XFAs back though. I got my XFAs back. Okay. Well, best of luck, man. You could do it. And here this guy is humming along. Hey, man, I took a stupid little onion play and, you know, I got a couple more payouts. And they post them in the chat. You know, he's like, all of a sudden now this guy done hit 4 payouts, little payouts, right? Quote unquote. While you're still waiting for your big payout for 10 grand, this guy's smoking you. Right, this guy's gonna make the 10 grand most likely before you, right? Because he's willing to chip away and take his like little pieces at a time, right? Those accumulate up versus trying to do a whole big thing in one shot. You know, you can use the 2,500, you can use the 5,000, right? So try and really realistically get yourself paid. You know, you don't need $1 million right now, right? How about an extra, you know, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a month to really, you know, just take some pressure off.
Yeah, bro. That's facts right there. And then you think about it, like that's not one account, you know, where you're taking out that 2,500, 2K, 3K, whatever. That's one account. Imagine doing it on like 5, right?
Yeah.
5 on a copy trader or something. Now it's even more.
Hey,
It's
just
still-
crazy
it's not a
because
small size.
it's crazy because if you think about it, a lot of people underestimate the power of beliefs. You know, you can't do something consistently if you don't truly believe it at your core that you can do it over and over. And this, what we're talking about here, I mean, I have a lot of guys say, hey, bro, I have $500 in here. Have you gotten a payout? No, get it. You got to get that money because something happens neurologically that whenever you see that money coming into your account, it's like, wait, bro, I just made $500. Oh, let me see if I can do it again. And then you do it again. And you're like, whoa, this is legit. Now you see that $500 is something attainable.
Yep. You
Now
believe
you get,
500.
you know, yeah, exactly. You feel it, you see it. You made that money and you buy something or you pay something. Then you start growing the account. And then you see that, okay, now it's not 500, now it's 1,000, now it's 2,000. Now you're at 5,000, right? So just like I had one of my coaches said, just pop the cherry, get in the goal. That's it. Just get in there. Once you get in there, do it again because it's a law in the mind. Something that you can do once, you can do it twice and 3 times and 4 times. Just focus on getting it done. If you focus on getting it done once, focus on getting it done twice. Now it becomes a habit. Now it's your reality. Now it's whatever you
win
call it, right?
It's not just a financial win.
We talk about this. Yeah, we talk about psychological wins. You do your mock-up, you wait. Hey, price action went without you, but your analysis was on point. That's a psychological win right there.
Yep. And those are big. You know, psychological wins are just as, if not more important than your financial win. Because again, like Rafi started, when your belief kicks in, that's when the money follows. I don't think we really changed anything too crazy in the clubhouse to go from like X amount of payouts to 10x that amount of payouts, right, over the years. So it's like, what really happened? What really shifted within the clubhouse members? I have a strong belief that, yeah, they got a little bit more experience in technicals, and yeah, you know, we taught them a little bit more on how to see all this a little bit better. But I think the main thing is that they started believing that they can do it, right, through the mental and the mindset and the the teachings of the mindset and the thought process and the mentality, right? That's what, from what I've seen, that's what shifted the most. Many of you guys probably didn't even, you know, learn too much technicals. You already kind of had the technicals, but it was that missing piece, right? The true belief that you can actually do this if you set your mind to is what shifted the momentum within the clubhouse and within a lot of you guys here in chat too, right? It's like, it's a belief thing over a, you know, a work ethic or a how-to thing, right? You got to believe first. And when you believe, everything else begins to follow. Yes.
So hey, let me ask you this. How do I believe? How do I work on that belief? Yeah, there's another topic that we were gonna be discussing in the clubhouse, but it's a thing. I'm gonna tell you that it's a thing that needs to be worked on like everything else, and consistently, not just one time, consistently.
Every day. I work on it every single day, and I have since 2012. Since when? Yeah, 2012, bro. 2000. You know, this is a way of living.
Like,
it's not just hey, let's do it one time and hopefully, you know, abracadabra, like it works. Like, no, this takes consistent effort. Just like studying your technicals, you gotta study all this as well. Be aware.
it's like you gotta exercise it every day. You know, you gotta get in good shape. In order to do that, you gotta exercise it each day.
Yeah. Why do I always mock? I don't always mock people, but again, it is like, it's just harmless. You know, it's harmless, brother. Like it makes for good storytelling. There you go. But it's the reality. You know what I mean? It's not even mocking. It truly is the reality of what's going on out there. So it's slight comical, slight mocky, but truth, right? So it's very harmless to try and get a point across. My name is Nick Stewart, and I am your friend. Yeah, how you doing? That little push, baby. That little push is all you need. You know, and a lot of times it's in the belief. You should read I love that book. That's so funny.
A little push is all you need. You know, a lot of times.
Hey, yo, just about to say that. The magic of believing. Such a good book. If you have not read that, I would highly recommend it.
Bristol, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
yes.
bro, that's a classic right there.
Clyde or something like that, I think it is.
Yeah, I gotta read that.
Crowd Bristol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great book.
Cloud. Yeah, I gotta read that.
Magic of Believing. Magic of Thinking Big is also another brilliant book. But both of them are great.
Bro, so I'm gonna tell you a little story about that book.
Tell me.
So when I became, first time I had my opportunity to become a coach, never coach anybody, played the game, but never coach anybody. And I had this coach said, hey, you're gonna be in charge of the whole team. And I was like, nah, bro, I can't do that. You know, like I struggle with, you know, all that kind of stuff. And he's like, yeah, that's the reason why you're gonna be in charge of it. So you can learn and teach other people. I'm like, sheesh. Anyway, long story short, he asked me, do you want this or not? And I said, yes, I do. Well, you got to do your thing. So I did. And he told me, before you actually dive in and embody the role, I need you to read this book. And that was the book that he gave me.
Mm.
Before you get into anything that you do here with us, with the team, you need to read this book. Completely change everything, bro.
Damn.
Great book.
Yeah.
Can't wait to read it.
Yeah.
Magic of Believing. The older the book, the better, in my opinion.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
The older the book, the better. All right, I think NQ's trying to come back up for that top wick here. So I'm, we stayed out of that for obvious reasons, but we'll see what happens now.
Goldie, bro. Just in a range.
Yeah. Yeah, I think some of you guys were asking about the pack runner here or something, but you had that support right there, so it'd be very tough to take a sell right there. Top step. I don't think you can trade the GC account unless you have, what is it, 12 or 1500 in your account? Something like that.
You need like 1500 in your account balance to be able to like 3 MGCs. And to do 5 MGCs, you need over 2K in your account balance. But this is only top step.
Yeah, I'm on top one here. Yeah, you got top one has no rule on it, but yeah, top step, which honestly makes sense. But like they should let you use more than
yeah.
What's it called?
Because the range is like decreased a lot. Like
they have
the average range is 100 pips. Like
yeah, that's like
really
back to normal.
Yeah, so I don't know what's up with that rule.
No, I feel that. Because I mean, this range right here is what? This is 200 pips. So like, it is significantly decreased, right? Like these bottom wicks and top wicks were 200 and 300 pips a couple days ago. So yeah, I think it's definitely lowered a bit.
Hopefully they change that rule quick, but yeah.
Maybe today they'll change it.
Yeah, for real, maybe.
Yo,
Lucas, bro, appreciate you, man.
Hey.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, what a comment. John was down 5-0 in the beginning of the game and then just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
We had a good battle, and then I basically got stuck at like 13. And he just kept climbing and climbing and climbing. And then it wasn't until what was it like? He had like 19, and then I probably picked up a few, and then that was it.
It was final score was 21-16 me. So, but it was I didn't take the lead till like after 9 points. So it was like 10-9 when I took the lead. So Nick gave me a challenge. Had to really weather that storm in the beginning. Come back.
Yeah, we do the best. Hey, John's a hell of a competitor, and I always wish him the best. And yeah, next time we'll maybe have a different result.
I stole that. I stole that.
How much money you
YouTube,
got? A lot.
YouTube, I stole that.
Oh snap! He did.
Best account around, bro.
I know, bro. I was. Nick made me work for it, for real.
I made him work for his third win out of
That's what I
13
do.
games. I made him work for his third win out of 13 games. So he did a hell of a job. You know, I mean, you can't win them all. You know, so I got a good. You know, I feel good. I look at the bigger picture of it all, and out of 13 games, I won 10 of them. So you know, all I could do is keep my head on and keep my head up and keep pushing to the next game. Wait, I didn't win 10 out of the last 13?
I don't know. I'm not too sure how many games you played.
Exactly. About 10 out of the last 13.
But
So
I will say you've won more. Let's say that you've won more. But guess what? I won when it counted.
You know, all I could do is be happy with my performance so far. You know, one loss doesn't make you, one win doesn't break you. So, you know, I'll be ready for the next game too.
The most important thing is that one win it mattered, right? Like if it was a regular season game, like
it always matters.
You know, like cool. It always matters, but like to win a World Series game versus like a regular season game matters more.
Yeah, but that was not a World Series game. That was like we're gonna start live streaming on Instagram. So that was like preseason, dude.
All right, bro.
Spring training right there.
Spring training.
Let's run it again. I'll steal that, bro. Again.
Oh snap! All right, we're gonna run it back. So we'll run it back multiple times a week, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll get brother Joe involved in too.
Yeah, facts, bro. Bro, Clubhouse has heard about this pickle game for the last 3 sessions, but yo, YouTube.
Damn, how much did you tell him? He probably was really telling you guys a lot in London when I wasn't there. I bet.
Oh,
I bet.
I swear it wasn't me, bro. It was Chad. They were asking me, so I gave them the details.
He was all over those questions. Yeah, he was all over.
I gave them the info, brother, when they asked for it.
Gotcha. Good stuff.
Of course.
But yo, chat, who's ready to be patient, disciplined to the plan today? Because I am. Let's go.
What's Gold doing? Chat, buy or sell?
Gold's telling me to go to the golf course, I think, right now.
Gold's like, you know that afternoon tea time? Book it for the morning.
Yeah. Yeah, literally.
You can't add an order on Top Step? Let me see if I... Oh, add my card on Top Step. The Raz was optical. Hey, that's it, man. That's it.
Yeah.
Like I said in Asian, the best part about it was just being free. You know, being big kids and doing whatever we want when we want. We got our dad over here visiting, and just to be able to hang out. It was 2:00 in the afternoon on a Tuesday, and you know, I mean, what a life, right? Win or loss, I mean, it's still a W, and you know, you gotta appreciate that. So, how much money you got? A lot. How much money you got?
We're literally experiencing heaven right now, bro. Like
it's in heaven on this.
Like,
yeah,
it's up.
John's going off right now. He picked it up.
I'm in a big chapter in my life here, fam.
Hey,
let's get it.
But we keep working. Work never stops.
No, it doesn't. Life is growth. Growth is life.
Yeah. Purpose of life is growth, absolutely, bro. Just trying to get 1% better every day.
All right, NQ, whatever. No top wick for us here. Not no top wick, just not a good enough top wick, right? So here comes 9:30. We'll probably shoot all the way back up now, and maybe we'll catch a sell on the way back down. Let's see that 4 hour again. Yeah, 4 hour looks good. Yeah, we broke the lows now, so there could be a continued move down on NQ. But what would be nice if like 9:30 can kind of give us a little, you know, retest before going down. Tell Top One to bring back Project X, dude. I mean, I think every company wishes that they can. But I know some guys who may have some things up their sleeve, and they may have created something very similar to Project X. But I honestly, I cannot even say that right now. So it could be something in the future. I knew somebody had to be working.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, because you have an opportunity of a lifetime. You create a good trading platform for traders and funding companies to work with. I mean, you've got a multi-million-dollar idea. So,
yes, sir. Our gains, yes, sir.
Boop, 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 boop. All right, here comes our top wick. Project X, it's all right. You know, it's pretty good. It's probably the best platform that I ever traded on, but it's not that we can't trade on other ones. It's all right. I think compared to, like, let's say MetaTrader, Tradeovate, TradingView, Ninja and all that, I think this one's probably the best, but you know, somebody can probably build this or build something very similar to it. Let's have some dinner. Let's do it. You know what I like. Meet me at the steakhouse. We'll get a couple of fillets. Have some good conversation.
Sounds like a vibe today.
Living in codes. Word. La Codes. What's up? We got to create our own Project X.
Codes. What I meant.
Copy paste into ChatGPT. Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice.
How do I create Project X? And then ChatGPT tells you.
I want you to respond to me as if you're the #1 software developer on planet Earth. You know everything it takes to build any sort of trading platforms or platforms in general, and I want you to copy the exact metrics here. Spit you out your own product. Give me a new name for it too, and help me introduce it to the trading world. I don't know if it's disabled. I'm not sure. Project Z. I like that. Thoughts on domain platform? I don't know what that is. I don't think I've ever heard of that. All right, NQ coming back up here. So let's see how we do. What time is it? We got 5 minutes for our open here. So
NQ. You're just waiting for a closure back above.
yeah, either that or some sort of like break back below. 4 hours still pretty bearish here. I figure if we can get back down and, you know, we could probably retest the low. Boom, boom. Gold about to melty? Let's see, let's see. I'm definitely open for the gold sells, much more than the gold buys here. This 4 hour really wants to do something. See, okay, so going back to just one time frame, right? You get a closure below 60 here. Okay, that looks great on the 1 hour, but what about like a 30 now, right? Now you get a close below 60 and it basically means nothing, right? You sell right into rejection and support. Again, 930 is a time that can push through that, but do you really want to take that trade, right? That risk there. So even if you do close strong on the 1 hour, you still run into all that mess there. So that's why the patience for the closure below is going to be our best bet. Trade X.
Much rather get a closure below there on all time frames.
Could February be a slow month? It could be. Could be a slow one. Could be a fast one. We just take it day by day. Day by day. I haven't been able to trade all day. Oh, emergency. Oh, some plumbing. Yeah, there you go. I love that. Yeah, when you don't have to do something, and that's the cool part. Like, let's say you guys love your job, right? But then you make an extra $10,000 a month with trading. Now, the cool part is all the annoying tasks that, you know, maybe used to happen at work or with your job, like, it's not as annoying anymore. because you know, hey, I don't even have to be here. Like, I can ditch this job tomorrow. I got enough money in the bank. I got enough money coming in. You know, I don't even really need to do this, right? So it's like, it is a liberating feeling knowing that even if you do love what you do, you don't have to do it, right? You're truly doing it because you actually like it, which again, for most people, that's just not the case, right? A lot of people lie to themselves to justify that, but there are definitely some people who love what they do, right? Like, I know some people like veterinarians and teachers, and they might not love the pay, but they enjoy the work of it all, right? So imagine they had an extra 10, 15 G's coming in a month trading, and, you know, now they could actually enjoy their job a little bit better. Tell their boss to shut up. What'd you say? Nothing. I shut the door over there.
Yep.
Joke around a little bit, you know. You start joking around a little bit at work. Yeah. Why don't they like the jokes at work? It's messed up. Okay, 9:30 coming in hot here. Coming in hot. Let's see what
We're
we
right
do.
at support.
Hey, the codes, living in codes. Okay. Oh, I like it. TTE style trading too. I dig it. The wage slave, yeah. No jokes. Yeah, no jokes. Okay, here we go. 9:30. So no sells here on gold. Man, NQ could just lift off here, but you know, let's wait. 'Cause I think we're gonna continue moving down because that 4 hour broke that low pretty good. So yeah, I'm waiting on a closure below here. So being that we closed bullish, this is pretty much what we drew up, right? This will give us the resistance that we need right here, and then the closure below. If price wants to wait, then we got that range ahead of us. So chances are we won't wait because it is 9:30, but if we do, then there's that opportunity. Advice for a break-even trader? Oh, that's so simple, man. Do you really want to go from break-even to profitable? If you really want to do, then just listen to this advice here, man. You got your P&L, right? Let's say the top part is money in. So this money in, right? Bottom part's money out. So right now you're bringing in X amount of dollars. Let's just call it 1,000, right? So you know how to bring money in. That's clear because you're break even. So that means you actually make money, right? But what's happening is down here you're letting a lot of that money go. So let's say if you made 1,000, you let 1,000 go, right? So now you got to compare it, and you got to say, well, what trades did I trade to get me 1,000, right? Versus what trades did I trade to lose me 1,000? And you got to find out where this money is going. Again, we now understand if you brought 1,000 in, you know how to make money. Like if you're a break-even trader, that's good news. You know how to trade. You know how to bring the money in, but that's the first part and the easiest part, right? Anyone can bring money in, but who can keep it and actually get paid, right? That's the tough part. So what you want to do is you want to take a look at all these. So you want to pull all the trades that brought you these losses, right? Look at those trades. This is why it's very important to journal, right? You need to examine all this. You need to look at the trades, and what you're going to notice is there's some trades there, right? And you got boom, 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 boom. Let's say 6 trades made that up. What you're going to notice is like you took some trades that weren't along the plan that got you the 1,000. So you're like, that didn't really make sense. I don't know why I took that. That one, that was good. This one, this was good. But this one, man, I shouldn't have been in that. This one, what the heck was I thinking there? That was not a good trade. This one, what the heck, right? And you'll notice that you lost trades due to just deviating from what brings the money in. So that's good news, because now all you got to do is stop taking these trades, right? The ones that are against your plan. Because if you just stop taking those, right, then you'll actually end up in profit. Maybe now you make 800, right, instead of 1,000. So 2 good losses and then 4 bad losses. Those things cannot happen anymore, right? So you have to start eliminating these, right? Get rid of those bad trades that don't line up with your profitable system. Get some help if you can. Yeah, ask for some help if possible. If you can get somebody else to, somebody that knows what they're doing to look at some of your trades and give you some feedback, that's amazing as well. But yeah, that's the recipe. Because again, you don't need to do anything more. What do you need to do? You need to get rid of these trades and these trades. And again, a lot of times the only good losses here are probably like these that line up with your playbook or your system, and chances are you're taking trades outside of the profitable system. So that's got to stop. That's got to stop if you ever want to get out of break even. Good question. Good question. And you could easily see those stats, by the way. If you come over here, like look at this. So for instance, I brought $12,616 in, right? And what I let out was $1,900. That's good, right? That leaves me with $10,600 profit. So you see how my money in is way bigger than my money out. That's the only thing that separates me from the break-even trader. Right? So does that make sense? Does that help out a little bit? So you don't, it's not things that you have to start doing. It's most likely things that you have to stop doing. All right, we need a closure here on gold. We need a closure. So we got 10 minutes. There's nothing to do. You know, if it runs, it runs. So that's it. That's that. You know, does that make sense? I mean, go to your accounts and look at how much is in versus how much is out. And, you know, if this number, or I should say if the red is bigger than the green, then you got some problems. You got some adjustments that you need to make and whatnot. So go examine them. Again, that's why journaling those trades are so important, because if you don't know what trades are costing you money, then you don't, you know, you'll keep making those same mistakes. You'll keep taking those same trades.
Yo, journaling equals feedback. So when you're like, how's my trading going? You need feedback, right? Go to your journal and it will tell you how your trading's going.
Yep.
And study it.
It's like football players watching film every after practice and after game. They watch film. What did the defense do good? What did the offense do good?
Yeah.
Thing here.
Yep.
I'm watching the film, but take your pictures. Look at your pictures and see what it is.
Yes, sir.
Facts, bro. Especially in a game where you're your own boss, like trading. Like I'm a own boss here, so who's gonna regulate me? Myself, right? I gotta self-regulate myself, and I learned this from prop firms, from the pros, is that they do bi-weekly reviews, monthly reviews, where they take a time to just review their journaling, review their data, review their feedback, and make sure they're self-regulating themselves. And if they identify mistakes, they're quick to make adjustments, right? So you should have like some sort of weekly, monthly review. I think every week or so.
Every week or two. Yep. 100. At least
Every
every month. But yeah, I like bi-weekly, because every 2 weeks you can get some trades in, you know.
Facts. The cool thing is you could be personal about it, you know. That's the cool thing about being your own boss. You can kind of go about it however you want to go about it. So whatever works best. Just make sure you're self-regulating.
Yeah. Stay on top of it.
Yep.
This gold sell, we can't take this sell. This sell is nothing that we're looking for, right? There again, look over here, okay? So you got the zone, and now I want you to read word for word. Sells below here, closure. You have to wait for the candle to close. No, I'm just kidding. You gotta wait for the closure, right? So again, I see gold moving. This is nothing to me, though. This is absolutely nothing. It means nothing to me until this candle closes below. That's when my ears perk up, and that's when I get interested. So until then, you know, we got 7 minutes for that. Why don't we keep learning how to stay profitable? Yeah, you missed it. You missed the whole part about how I can help you go from break even to profitable by drooling over this gold sell where the candle hasn't closed yet, you know? So that's you know, you got to catch the gems, right? Again, who cares about this? We didn't get the closure. We're not taking impulse entries. We're not, you know, at least I'm not, right? I know what I'm looking for. I already drew it up, right? So if it drives, it drives. But we're talking about how to stay profitable, right? And some of you guys are like, you guys are getting FOMO. And others are like, man, I think I just unlocked a gem. I think I know how to get out of break even, right? So again, there's no one day that's going to make you or break you.
Facts, bro. And remember, think about it, like every solid trading edge has a set of confirmations that they abide by that defines their edge, right? And we go over right now just by looking at the closure. All right, let's go over our confirmations. First one, playbook setup. Nope, we don't have that. Clean range. Nope, we don't have that. Right? In order to have a strong edge, you need those confirmations to align, right? So like you see Nick's going through that process right now where he knows there's no confirmations here. So
Yep. Not
staying
yet.
out.
At least not yet.
Not yet. Yeah. You know,
Man,
those
that brother's
confirmations-
starving. I wish I was.
Right.
I need to get quick with the Stream Deck thing again.
Instead of getting FOMO, just go over your trading edge confirmations, and that will tell you if you got edge or not.
True. Nice move here, though.
Have that.
Well anticipated on Goldie, right? We understood that this candle could 100% melt. We weren't too interested in the buys. We mainly wanted the sells. And again, W for having the read. W for understanding and W for staying out. Because, you know, you get stuck here. You're not liking that. Because, again, you got volume coming in, right? So volume doesn't have to go down. It could always go up, too, right? So you always got to wait for the right opportunities. In this case, we're waiting for closure. And then once we get the closure, we can go about our business. Yes, exactly. Trades you get in are important just as much as the trades you stay out of. 100%. Some of the times, like we did a whole webinar 2 weekends ago about how to win by not trading. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen that one yet, I would highly recommend you go check that one out and pay close attention to the mentality there. Solid. I think that was our first. Was that the first one of the year, right? I think it was.
Which one?
It's called. I think it's called. Let me find it. I think it's called How to Win Without. I forget where it is. Yeah, this one right here. Yeah, it was like two webinars ago. So good. So good. All mindset, all mentality. And then the very next webinar was all technicals. All technicals, all candlesticks, all analysis. Green, how we feeling?
Greenery. Bro, the webinars have been fire so far to start the year.
Yeah, very good webinars. Very good. Boom. All right, Goldie, let's take a look at NQ here, see what we got going on. Big rejection to the downside, so big move down. I mean, we were bearish on both gold and NQ today, which is good. How to win trading and influence minds. Yeah, Dale Carnegie. My guy Green, you free, bro. You free. All right, we got more news coming out here too in about 20 minutes or so. So we'll see, man. What a move down here on gold. What a move down. Oh, what's going on with Tradeovate? Tradeovate's shut down?
Supposedly it's down.
Let me check on mine real
Came in,
quick.
came in
Oh
silence,
yeah,
so-
look at this.
Dang.
Wow.
Yo, what's
he's
going on, bro?
Yeah,
Yo,
what a joke,
what's
man.
going on in trading?
Yo, for real, bro.
Yeah,
Like-
nah, I can't even log in.
Can't log into Tradeovate, can't open more than 2 MGCs. Like,
They don't want to see
Don't
the
understand.
traders are getting too good
Don't
out there. I personally, I don't think it's like a 92% failure rate anymore. I think traders are actually getting a lot better.
yeah, for real. Especially TT.
Looking for reversals. We'll see. We gotta wait. We don't want to just start calling buys out now. You know what I mean? You gotta wait. You gotta have all the confirmations begin to line up. Yeah, I don't know. I guess Tradeovate's not working either. Crazy.
Yo, did anyone see the video my forex funds freaking made?
No.
Is that a new one?
Yeah, there's like the CEO made like a video, like
No
going
way.
over the last like 3 years. Yeah,
Saying
supposedly
what?
like they supposedly they didn't get in any trouble, and that like law case went on for like over 2.5 years.
Jeez, they gotta pay, man.
Right? Crazy. Yeah, they beat the case. So they
They
might come
beat the
back.
case.
They paid the fee.
They paid the fee,
Maybe they
baby.
paid the fee. Yeah.
Free green. All right, we're gonna try. We're getting green free. Yeah, we're getting him free. He's freeing up.
Come on, Green.
If somebody's okay while this move plays out, then they're not in it. What move? Which move? I'm not sure what move. Can't even log in. Yeah, I can't log in either. I can't log in either. Yeah, I'm not too sure what's up with Tradeovate. CME's placing restriction future. Oh, gotcha. That could be. What up, Jamil? Jamil, how you feeling? Yeah, wow, yeah. Nothing on Tradeovate over here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, gang. I don't know what's going on. Everything's freezing. What's happening here? So will I get my live account back? Yeah. My forex funds, man. They might owe us all a couple live accounts.
They do. My funds are still frozen.
I actually think
Yeah.
I think my funds were obviously they're still frozen, but I'm pretty sure they're frozen in drawdown on that last account.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I think so.
Like close to the drawdown limit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure when all that happened, I was actually on an account in drawdown.
Yeah. Yep.
But I'll take it back. I'll take it back. I'll take that. See if we can get back out of it. Oh, a lot of yours was, yeah. Bro, it was so... Trading Forex back then was like almost... I mean, like the mission to get funded and get to a payout was insane. Absolutely insane. Like to pass phase 1 and then phase 2 and then basically phase 3, right? Because now, like, after you pass phase 1 and then you pass phase 2, there was basically a third phase, which was now to qualify for a payout. So you were like flipping accounts like 3 or 4 times before you ever got a payout. Like you were better off maybe just starting like a $500 to $1,000 account.
Yeah, it's true. By that time, you would have flipped it.
Oh, I'm using other people's money. Right.
Yeah.
Good times.
You're
Good
right,
times.
though. That was crazy. Like
Traders
8%
Global.
Phase 1, 5% phase 2, 30 days for the payout. Like that's like 3 months right there.
Yo, for real. Some of you guys missed that phase. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Good thing. Glad you weren't trading. Just be glad you weren't trading then, maybe.
And if you got
Looking back at it now,
if you get caught in the drawdown, it will be like 6 months by the time you like bring it back to break even. It's just crazy, bro.
literally, bro. Like looking back at it now, I'm like, I don't even know why I did that. Like, can't believe I did that.
Good old
now I'm passing combines in like 1 to 2 weeks. Like,
2 days.
I used to 2 days. I used to take over 3 months. Like that was like an actual challenge.
Literally.
You really had to work for that one.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. They made you work for it. That they did. All right, 9:45 is here. We got our 15 closure, but nothing really for us. I think depending on how this candle closes determines whether or not I go long, in a little bit, or if I stay waiting on the shorts. But if we can close up like inverted celery, not too bad here. Bump, bump. NQ, let's take a look at the NASDAQ here as well. Wow, look at that 15, man. That's crazy. Yeah, 30 minutes still got no top wicks. I'll just wait. I'll wait for 10. Yeah, we got a bunch of news coming out here too, so we'll see where we go. It was a scam. Pretty much. It pretty much was. Yeah. From a physiological point of view, is consistency a skill or is it a state of being? I think you have to at first make it a skill, right? So you have to practice consistency and, you know, kind of get it into your normal day of life. And then I think over time it becomes more of like you mentioned, like a state of being or like an identity, right? Or something like that. So I think in order for anything to really become a state of being, it has to first consciously be practiced, right? And then over time, it really starts to shift into like an identity. So again, after enough repetition and consistency, like literally consistency itself, right, becomes like a state of being. So yeah, I think in the beginning, you got to consciously work on it and practice, but then overall it kind of develops into you. All of a sudden you can't even be inconsistent. You're like, I show up to the gym every day, right? I show up to the desk every day. And all of a sudden it just becomes you, you know, and your identity.
And it really is something you have to like work on and work out each day and exercise it, because like when you're becoming a new frequency, you're leaving an old frequency, right? And that old frequency is in a habit of being in that frequency, right? So you're really gonna have to put some effort into it and some sort of exercise to start building and make that new frequency stronger in a habit, right? And that's just every day, just embodiment, really, just like imagine your thoughts and your actions and words and just fixing yourself and make sure that you're embodying that frequency, you know, every day. And that's really your exercise.
Yep.
And it's not gonna be easy. Yeah, but it's definitely possible. Yeah, it really is like an addiction, Simsy. That's what I learned in Outsmart Reality. Like your frequency gets addicted to you, you know, like your frequency becomes permanent as you just start applying it like a habit, right? So it really is addicted. You know, that frequency really is becomes an addiction.
Yep. Gym sounding good right about now? Ain't that? Time to gym. Does this strategy work for forex as well? Yeah, I traded on forex for like most of my career. I just moved over to futures last year, but yeah, I learned this from just trading forex mainly.
I think we got some more news at 10.
Yeah, we do. We got news coming up now. So a little 10 a.m. news, and we'll see where we go from there. Bum, bum. For my January profits, how much was made in New York? A lot. No, I'm just kidding. I think out of like 32,000 or 34,000 profit, it was probably like a good amount. Yeah, I got to check here. Can I check? Can I filter that into New York? I think so, right?
Think.
Let me see something. Day summary. I'll have to look. I'll have to look and see if I can get like a actual number. Can you filter that? I don't know. I think I have to look and see if I could filter it. But a good amount. New York session was some good plays in New York session this past month. Backbone fracture, yeah, that's true. Spitting facts. How do you determine your daily bias? I don't really like to do a daily bias. I mean, for my daily bias, I just look at the previous daily candle or the structure of what's going on in the daily time frame. But I'm more concerned with really establishing session biases, right? So if I trade the New York and the Asian and sometimes the London, I really just want to know what my bias is for that session. And the way I determine that is really looking more at the 4-hour candle. So the reason I've had a bearish bias this entire session is because I felt like we were right here, right? And if we broke that low, we could 100% come down and retest the support here, which I find it funny that's exactly what we did, right? So I was looking for the sells to come down. Now, I wasn't able to get in due to no closure below. But all in all, right, that's kind of like how I built the bias on how I had a read on where price would go, and that price would go down there. So, you can know the bias, you can have a good bias, but again, it's all about, can you get involved, right? Will a door open for you to get in according to your system? So in this case today, we didn't get that door to open, but the bias was all developed from the 4-hour chart, from the 4-hour candles. Gold, gold, gold. Goldie, goldie. 1 hour did close under support, but I also talked about that. So, on NQ? Yeah. Let me see. 1 hour. Yeah, but we talked about these supports here, right? And being able to wait on it. And plus it was 9:30 and all that. So we just drove straight down there. Yeah. Yeah, the 1 hour got it. But I don't like this closure here on the 30 and then this support on the 15. Now we closed below, but this was 9:45. Yeah. And again, sometimes you want to settle. You don't want to settle for a good trade when you know that there could be a better trade lining up here at some point, whether it's in New York session or later or in Asian or tomorrow. Again, keep in mind, if you can make a couple hundred to possibly a couple $1,000 per trade, like I can and a lot of you can, then why would we rush it? Why wouldn't we just wait for the best opportunity? We can make enough money potentially on the next trade to pay for our lifestyle for a week or 2 weeks or a month, or pay the rent or the mortgage, right? So you gotta take it, take the best trades over just all of them.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Now look, does that serve entertainment purposes good, right? The streaming and the entertaining, like there's a lot of traders out here that are streaming that are taking entertainment trades for you guys, but you won't catch me doing that. Right, so that's one thing you won't catch me doing that you'll find other people doing. And is that more exciting? Oh, you bet. You better believe that's more exciting. But what's more profitable, right? What's more long-term? What's more mature and responsible, right? So we won't take entertainment trades on the stream or anything like that for the most part, right? We want to stick to what works. We want to lead you guys to a model that can, help you long-term, not just today, and give you some laughs and giggles and some excitement and some dopamine. We want to teach you that discipline's the real dopamine, right? And that's what's going to serve you long-term. I'm not looking to do anything on gold right now. I'm just looking for the news to come out. What'd you say, John?
Yes, sir, bro. I got into trading for freedom as well as you guys, but think about it. Like Nick said, 1 or 2 trades enough to live comfortably today, to make enough to live comfortably today. And what did we get into trading for? Freedom, right? So why try to do too much? Use it as a tool, because that's what it is. It's a tool to live life on your own terms and experience freedom.
Yay. I think, is that post still on my Instagram? I don't know. It might be. I think it might be. If you guys aren't following me on the gram, on the IG, you guys can follow me right here. But go read this last post. Read that one too. But come back over to this one and just give that a good look real quick. Amateurs look for excitement. Pros stick to the same boring process day in and day out. You want to make money? ? Or do you just want a dopamine hit? Everyone will pick the first, but your actions tell the real story. What will it be, my friends? What will it be?
Will you look at that?
Just look at it. Just look at it.
Just look at that all day.
Of course, everyone says they want to make money consistently, right? But again, the action. Remember what Mr. V told me will ring in my ear forever. Nick, what you do speaks so loudly that what you say, I can't hear. I will never forget those words ever in my life. What you do speaks so loudly that what you say, I can't hear. So everyone talks a good game, right? But do they have the results to back it up? That's the question, right? Are they living life the way they want to? Are they getting the results they want to? Or are they just chirping? Yeah? What do you think, Green?
Big fact.
What you do speaks so loudly that what you say, I can't hear.
That's a gold gem.
Yes, sir. What would you trade differently if money didn't exist? Probably like skills.
Cows.
So I'm not that good at building. So maybe I have another skill set that I could trade. I'll be like, yo, I'll do this for you if you just like build at my house for me or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not that good at growing vegetables or corn, like, you know, so maybe it's like, hey, I'll trade you a cow for like, I don't know, like maybe like
That's what they used to
you can build my shed tomorrow. Yeah. Something like that.
That's what dudes used to do back then, back in the day. Trade cows,
Yeet. Trade cows, trade everything.
chicken, everything. There was always something to trade.
Always. Trade will never go away. Even if there is no money. If anything, trade becomes way bigger, right? Because money is the main source of trade at this point. But now, like, you could trade, you know, I don't know, carrots for
Pretty much anything.
carrots for onions. I don't know. Let's see.
Celeries for onions.
Is there opportunities on gold? No, we gotta wait for the news now on gold. Yeah, we gotta wait for the news. Gold. We wanted the shorts on the closure, but we never got the closure. So now we just gotta wait for the news here. MGC. Where's my MGC chart? There it is. Yeah. So now we just gotta wait on news. All right. This candle did exactly what we expected it to do. It was this candle that didn't agree, right? So it wasn't that we didn't understand that that candle could do that. It was just this candle didn't get below here for us to participate in that candle. So this doesn't surprise me at all, right? But, you know, we didn't get the opportunity.
Yeah, bro. And like we said, like we say all the time, like everything is random in the markets, you know. So sometimes things like that happens where like you follow your plan and the trade plays out anyways. Like that happens sometimes, but most times it doesn't, right? And in a game of odds, you got to play the odds game, which is what we're doing. If the odds aren't high, that most times we'll move down without that closure below them. So sometimes it will, but most times it won't. So we're staying out of that.
Yep, exactly. Trade Ovate's back. Okay, there you go. How do I join the clubhouse? Just hit ! Clubhouse or something like that. Somebody will help you out in the chat. Yeah, welcome in everyone that's new to the clubhouse, by the way. Congrats on making one of the best decisions of your trading career. No lie. Take advantage of us. Take advantage of the live streams. Take advantage of the whole full trading course that's in there and all those webinars. Watch the trade replays. Fill yourself in on the do's and don'ts of trading this system itself, right? And really get yourself educated. If you just joined the clubhouse, can you guys promise me something? Don't try and make money this month. Don't let that be your end all, like your end all be all goal. Learn what's going on in the clubhouse. Learn why the clubhouse is winning at a high level and what we're doing. Take a good month to just educate yourself and don't worry so much about the money being made. Slow down to speed up, get yourself educated, and like let's build momentum, you know, as we go into the springtime and whatnot in Q2. So take your time, you know, take your time with things. Understand that there's a learning phase and then an earning phase. So take your time in those areas and I promise you everything will work out according to plan. But don't just try and get in and make a whole bunch of money. You might do that by mistake, not gonna lie. But let's just focus on learning and learning how to win.
Facts, bro. And the clubhouse doesn't only educate you, but it puts you in a positive environment to grow as well. You know, most people grew up in an environment that wasn't as positive, right? So a lot of us grew up in negative environments. So it's hard to get positive results in a negative environment, right? So when you put yourself in a positive environment, as well as doing positive things, now it's a great combination to speed up your process, right? So that's one of the best things I think about the clubhouse is not only the education, but the environment, just being with like-minded individuals, man.
Yep. It's an environment for growth.
Yep,
yeah.
It's an environment for growth.
Just like YouTube is, you know, just
Traders
like YouTube. You know, YouTube as well is an environment for growth, 100%. The clubhouse is just like YouTube on like steroids, you know what I mean? So it's like just bigger and like just 10x'd. So yeah, you could still get by with YouTube and all that. I mean, this is incredible, you know, to have an opportunity to come here every day, every New York session and vibe out and learn. I mean, you got to take advantage of that too. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Mark, if you need any help, you let us know too, man. We're here to help. We truly believe in you. And yeah, we may not know you or whatnot, but we know you by your decision making, right? Success leaves clues. So I don't have to know you personally. I can look at decisions you make in life and know exactly who you are in a way, right? So we believe in those making good decisions that are, making future-based like goals and decisions to move their life forward. So if you're here putting in the work on a day-to-day, we truly believe that you can actually become successful here. Yeah, new 4-hour candle here. So new 4-hour candle, we got some news coming up. We did close very strong bearish here on gold for the most part. The 1-hour candle is a bit overextended. It's probably going to need a little, like a steep top wick, and maybe that will give us a little pullback here on the 15. So if we can get a nice little 15-minute pullback, we can wait for our next resistance somewhere up here to form and then continue selling down. If we have an opportunity to take the buy, then there may be a possibility, but we got to stay low, right? We got to stay low down here in order for us to get involved in the buys moving up. So if we can kind of sit right here like this, then on the break of the highs, we can potentially have a opportunity to fill that wick, and then, before price kind of moves up and comes back down later. So we'll see. Possible counter trend trade coming up. If not, we just wait. And because you don't want to jump on it if it's not there, it's not there, right? It's not a big deal, because you might get a bullish candle followed by a bearish one, and then we're back in shape to continue moving bearish there. So let's just wait on a good closure, and we got 10 minutes for that information, so we'll wait that 10 minutes and see where we're at. Yes, sir. You're welcome. You're welcome. Just give me 1 minute. I'll be right back, boys.
Sounds good, brother. Do your thing.
BRB strap. Yes, sir. Rafi, how we feeling, brother?
Man, feeling great, bro. Just another day, man. Another day to do our thing. Things that you repeat and tell yourself every day, you come here today to do it, right? This is a time for us to create these new neural pathways on the things that you're telling yourself. If you come in here with nothing in your mind but trying to make money, then you're not truly rewiring anything. So every time that I come in here, another time for me to work on the things that I've been telling myself for so long.
Facts, bro. Yeah, man. Today's another day to get better, to embody that person we want to be.
You know it.
I'll always like to think about it, chat. Like today, right now, like think about the person who's living your desired reality. Right, what would they do in your situations that you go through today, right? Throughout your day, throughout the situations you go through, think about this person who's living that desired reality you're living, or that you want to live, and just embody exactly what they would do. What do they do when they take wins, when they take losses, when they don't have no trade days, or when they go a couple sessions without a trade, right? What would they do? What do they do after trading, right? Their sessions. Just embody it, like, throughout your day. That to me is a great exercise to really fully embody someone. And I'm doing that right now today.
Nah, bro, no, I don't NQ, nah. I don't even know what that is. You put NQ, I just erase from my mind. Nope, don't know what it is, don't care, don't want to know.
NQ.
So nah, don't do it. So whenever you guys get into NQ, I just, start doing something else. I get busy.
Yeah. Sample size it, if anything.
Look, as
Well, I need a
100%
couple pairs.
NQ, no question. Yep.
Yeah. Find the pairs that work best for you and stick to them.
Yeah. Here's the thing. We talk about ego a lot, right? And I was talking to this trader, and he is stuck with trying to, fight NQ because someone told him that NQ is for the big dogs, for the guys that can trade, for the guys that have the mental and all that. And that he let that get to him, and he's just blowing accounts and being miserable and losing a lot and being depressed. And it's like people are gonna say things, and whatever people say, that's not the truth. The truth is what you choose to do and what you choose the truth to be. Right? NQ is just another pair in my eyes. Another pair that, is volatile and possible give opportunity to people. And I know a lot of guys who are making a lot of money with NQ. But that's not the pair for me. Not because I'm weak, not because of that. I just don't like it. I don't like how it moves, and you know what I'm saying. So
Mm.
if you're out there, kind of like struggling, oh, I need to learn. You just need to learn a pair that is gonna, in a way, align. If you see, we talk about alignment a lot, right? Higher time frame, lower time frame correlation. That's AKA alignment. You need to find a pair that aligns with your beliefs and your nervous system. If you have an irregulated nervous system and you go to NQ, you're gonna get smoked. Simple as that, right? So you need to get to know yourself a little bit and see how your nervous system kind of reacts to certain things.
Yeah.
And then you start exploring a pair that, in a way, aligns with your nervous system's programming. Or you need to work on your nervous system and kind of like rewire it and do certain things, if you want to be in a very volatile pair like silver and NQ and all that.
It's
But before you get there, get to know it, get to know yourself, see what triggers reactions, and see what you can handle. Just the same thing with risk, right? If you haven't trained the nervous system to take risks, you're not gonna come in and put 5 contracts, like you're gonna be quaking. So yeah, NQ is not the thing for my nervous system. It's not the pair that I want to see, and then that's okay.
you know, what the pros do as well is they test out their pairs, right? Before they start putting money on any pair, they start testing it out and sample sizing it, right? So it's important, I think, that before you trade any pair, you sample size it, collect data on it, see how it works and works with your edge. And I think that's super important that you have the right amount of data to start trading that pair first, right? Because that's what I see. I see a lot of people start trading new pair and they have zero data on it, and they're like, "What's going on?" Right? They're confused because they don't know how that pair moves, right? They just got into it and not too sure how it moves, and are basically kind of figuring out as they're spending big money on it, right? So before you put some big risk on any pair, I would just sample size that pair first, collect some trades on it, some data. And also really 1 to 2 pairs is all you need, So you find those 1 to 2 pairs that works, that are giving you consistent profits, and you don't fix something that's broke, right? You stick to that. So that's what I think. I really like what Nick did. Like, Nick always shows for maturity and professionalism. So he sample sized NQ all of last year, right? Before he actually started trading it. So now he likes to trade it. But first you gotta sample size it.
Gotta watch it, baby. Gotta watch it.
Some people, some traders handle or like the faster pace pairs. Some other one perform better when the pairs run slower. So you just gotta see what works best for you and what aligns with your personality and all the kind of stuff. And then from there, you just go out there and do your best. Simple,
Yep.
simple as that.
Mhm. Yeah, Clinton, the best way to become consistently profitable is to look at the traders who are consistently profitable, take the gems away from them, the habits, the mindsets, and just apply that, embody that now, right? Like, you'll become the professional trader when you become the professional trader, right? So it's like, look at who's got the results that you want, and now do exactly what they do. Reverse engineer, right? That's the process you really want to do. That's what I did with Nick, reverse engineer, and that's been working very well.
And that's how it has a scientific name to it, and it's called modeling. You're modeling
Yeah.
somebody else's success.
Modeling. Yup. Another word, copy, whatever.
Yes, sir. Good model. Modeling a good model is ripening for success. It looks like in the clubhouse of February, check this out, $47,000 in payouts so far in 4 days. So what has everyone done? They've just begun, and including myself, we've just modeled good traders. We've just modeled their thought process, their mindset, some of their technical approaches, right? Like some I learned technicals from. Some I learned mentality, some I learned mindset, right? Some I learned thought process. So, we try and deliver all of that under one roof here. But, what did I do? I just modeled. That's it. And what are we doing? We're just modeling. So in 5 days, we've been able to run up basically 50 G's in profits, in payout profits too. So again, that's how powerful this modeling is, right? To take mentorship, apply that mentorship, and you should, for the most part, get the same results as the person that you are, quote unquote, modeling. Yeah, 50K, 40. What was it? 47.6, 47, almost 50K. Sheesh. Appreciate you, bro. Thanks for giving me the updates on those, by the way. That's solid. That's solid. That's is that double now? Double what we did last year in February? So we basically, yeah, we've more than doubled. We've more than doubled in 5 days what it took us 30 days to do last year. Pretty insane.
Amazing, bro.
So the question is the Clubhouse working? Is the thought process working? Is it progressing? Is it helping traders, right? And from the looks of it, it's absolutely doing its job. So yeah, almost tripled. Almost triple. Even with the slow, because again, guess what we're doing? We're teaching. We're not giving, right? We're actually teaching people how to do this, not just doing it for them. So when you do that, all of a sudden you create a momentum that just and a unification that just cannot be put to bed. Kingman is in the house, yes sir. Say hi everyone.
Man.
Hi
What's going
everyone.
on, champ?
Say da 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 da.
Blue champ.
Young King.
How do you join the Clubhouse? I'm glad you asked. So all you have to do is go to Time to Eat Trading. No, I'm just kidding. Just hit like exclamation point Clubhouse or go to timetoeattrading.com. One of them.
Bro, all the links are in the description below.
Links are in the
You can find it
descriptions
there.
below. Blah, 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 blah. The whole YouTube spiel. Blah, 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 blah.
If you can find it, you can find it.
That's hilarious. All right, 30 closures, and we're actually probably going to be looking pretty good. If this candle can close below, we got a good shot at coming down. If we're going to close bullish, then that also means our 30-minute candle is going to close bullish as well. Therefore, we may be looking to go long, right, if that candle can close the way we want it to. Yeah.
Let's look for closure, not melters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Still need the
thing
closures.
Might just dump.
Still need it. Still need it. Kingman tripping that we didn't take that sell. I'm like, dude, we didn't get the closure below. I mean, what do you want us to do, boss? He said, all right. I just say make sure you're following the rules. I said, we're following the rules, big boss. Don't worry about it. How old is he? How old is Kingston? He just turned 2 a couple days ago. Yeah, he just turned 2 on 1, 2, 3. Yeah, January 23rd.
Bro's got a sick birthday. 1, 2, 3.
Not bad, not bad.
Maverick 2, 7-7. Dude's got
7-7.
pretty dope birthdays.
Yeah, Gold and NQ are basically in the same situation right now. Same exact situation. So I think NQ, we get a 30 bullish closure. We're looking good to move up off that 30 candle that closed a no lower wick. But again, like NQ has been just on a run when it comes to its bearish moves here. So we really want to wait for that confirmation to close on the 30-minute time frame. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Wow, Mark, that's pretty cool, man. 8, 9, 10 birthday?
8, 9, 10. Mine is
10, 11.
mine is 5, 5. 5, 5. And I always who remembers the deal from Domino's? 5, 5, 5.
Oh yeah.
Can you believe there was a time in my life where I ate the 5, 5, 5. Like I didn't split it with 2 other people.
I could probably eat that too, honestly.
Yeah, like we just young teenagers, you just eat everything.
Hell yeah, dude. Take
Literally
that
just
down.
took down 3 pies.
I still can do that. Domino's always had great deals. They still do. They still do got great deals.
What's up with Domino's, by the way? Anytime I ever see a commercial later that night, I'm like, I want some Domino's.
Yeah.
Even with everything I know about biohacking, like
They get you with
yo, it's
they
real,
get you with
bro.
the coloring, bro. And
It's real.
the food on the ad or commercial is not what it really looks like either. That's cap. It's like fake profits or something, you know? It's like they're capping to you. Like that's not
It's
what
like-
it actually looks like. The dominoes on the
Isn't that
TV is
funny,
not what
bro?
it
Like
actually looks
you
like in
look
real
at these
life.
pictures, you look at the pictures on the menu, and then they bring you the dish, and it's nothing even close to what you saw in the picture.
Bro, for I'm like,
You're like, I
How is
ordered
this-
pizza. Pizza?
this is bread.
Dude, I heard that, Curtis. That I guess they glue. And that's why it's
Oh,
like,
they do. Yeah, I
glue-
watched
Yeah,
how they
yeah,
make
yeah.
commercials and stuff. It's they use glue for like milk and all that. Hey, let's run a quick top-down analysis because we've actually moved quite a bit since we've last really talked about this. So our daily candle is actually rejecting. So very similar to what we talked about earlier was that candle rejecting here. We have that like minor level right there. So we are beginning to reject that area. I'm very curious to see again, like I said earlier, if like this candle can. We drew this up in Asian session last night too. We're like, if we can get a daily closure like that today, right? We'll probably continue that move down, fill that wick at some point this week. But before getting ahead of ourselves, right, we are starting to reject here on the daily. So let's take a look at the 4 hour real quick because we do have a new 4 hour closure. We did close bearish. We do have more range to go, right? So we have all this range to continue moving down if we break that low. So a lot of traffic to the left. Let's see the 1 hour. 1 hour has officially closed below. A little overextended in my opinion, right? And again, this is probably what I would be targeting somewhere down here. So can we find some structure, right? No structure on the 30-minute. The structure is trying to form up on the 15-minute. Now, we've got this level here to kind of use to help us a little bit and keep us safe here. So there is a support, resistance, and all that right here. If we can get a closure below that, I think we can, or I should say we have a very high probability at continuing down to break through in this range here. Like I could see 49.70 getting tapped, no problem if we get a closure below. So I think if we get the closure below, we are looking good all the way down into 70. If we remain above, it's probably got to be a 30-minute bullish closure to get me involved. You know, we got to wait for like range 2, being that the 4 hours bearish. So yeah, so probably going to have to be like if this red candle closes above and then the next one closes above the highs here, then that's when I'll get involved in the buy. If not, I'm going to be looking for the shorts to continue moving down, give this candle a lower wick, and then see if we could tap into like whatever this is, 44. So let's just wait. We got 8 minutes left on this candle. Don't jump the gun too quickly. We broke the lows. That has definitely activated plenty of sellers who are likely in drawdown right now. Will they survive? We don't know. So let's wait for the candle to close and then we'll step on in if we got the opportunity. Yeah, we don't have a resistance yet, but if we get this guy to close and it closes above here, then we know we got it, right? So that's when we can move our resistance down, and then again just wait for the fresh closure above. That'll be our range 2 buy going against the 4 hour candle, and then that's when we can step in and say, okay, we got good opportunity for buys here according to our system, right? So again, this would be a trade I'd be willing to lose, right? I'd be open to losing that trade. And if you can stare at all the trades that you get into and say, okay, I'll be okay with this loss, then those make good trades, and you know, you pull the trigger on that one every time. Rastafari. Yeah. Can I please explain the range? What happened?
I was gonna say you want to make sure you start taking good trades.
Yep.
Then instead of thinking how much
trades
you're gonna
only.
win on the trades, think is the trade worth the loss.
Yes.
The trade's worth the loss. It's a good trade.
Yep.
So do that to make sure you're taking good trades.
Yeah. The range 2 buy. So if the 4 hours bearish and we're making a top wick, a lot of times what that'll look like is this, right? Like, so a lot of people will take a buy right here on that candle. But what they're doing is they're buying, right, as the 4 hour candle is trying to make its top wick. So what happens is this, right? They get in, they're the liquidity, and price just drives down because the 4 hour really wants to go down here, right? Not up. So you don't want to take those buys in a lower time frame that may look like good opportunities, but they're completely going against the bigger move, right, in the higher time frame. So that's where we wait. So that's why I wouldn't take the buy right off here, right? I'd be mainly looking for sells until we got a closure back above there. Yeah, and by the way, that would re-break the 4 hour high again too. So you just get much more confirmations when you're waiting for that range 2. Yep. Yeah. Good question. All right, we got 6 minutes though, so we'll have to hang tight and see how we do. And then NQ coming back up here, 6 minutes on everything, so we'll see where we're at. If you, yeah. It would have went up only if you took a sell there. Exactly. All right, give me a sec. I'm gonna go get another water bottle and I'll BRB. All
right.
My kids are in the other room just entertaining my dad right now, so who knows what they're doing.
Good to hear that.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
What I recommend futures. Yeah. Why? Because no slippage. It's U.S. regulated. Easier withdrawals and deposits for live accounts, and the market is actually legit. They call it the gentleman's market, so a little bit more legit than the CFD. CFD a little bit more sketchy offshore stuff. Got to deal with crypto, so a lot of slippage, higher lots or higher fees, and that's really why. So, but hey, yo, you got a trading edge, you got good risk management, futures, forex market, you're good, bro. You'll make some money in it. But that's why I recommend futures over forex. And I traded both. I started trading forex, and now I trade futures since last year. I love it way better. Yeah, our dad really is a happy man right now, bro. Yeah, having those little babies entertain him is definitely lifting his spirits and, filling his spirits up for sure. So I love to hear that for sure. Hearing that from Nick.
Give him life.
Yeah. Right, bro? Like, just having like little kids like that to cheer you up, man. You're always gonna get cheered up when you see little babies like that, cute little babies, and just being funny and stuff like that will always cheer one up, make one happy.
Yeah, is Magnus here? I was looking for him
I don't
earlier.
know.
I didn't see him.
I think he's
I
in the
know.
chat.
Yo, blink twice if you can hear me.
Yo, Magnus, bro, how's that sore throat?
Oh, you're sick, bro.
Hopefully you're feeling a little better. He had a little sore throat in London today,
Dang.
but I think he's doing good now. How can you learn to trade futures? Well, you can learn right here. There wasn't anything different that I did trading futures and trading forex. Like the chart is the chart. Like I'm gonna trade my edge and I'm gonna manage my risk on the chart. And the futures chart was the same as the forex chart. It was all candlesticks. So I maintain the same discipline, same edge criteria, same risk management rules, like going from forex to futures. So like it's pretty much the same as trading the forex market. Chart is a chart. How long have we been trading? I've been trading for about 5 years now. Yeah, got introduced to trading from Nick in like late 2020, started taking it serious like mid 2021. So about 5 years now. This strategy specifically started trading in like 2022, early 2022. And yeah. Rafi, when did you get into trading?
Man, he was in Bali, bro. I'll tell you, it's right here. 2021.
Nice, bro. So kind of same as me, a little bit.
Yeah. Funny because, that was the year, yeah, I went to a Vipassana meditation retreat. Then I came back and then I did some other stuff. And then I was like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna take this for real. And that was the year that I found it. I found it like it was like right before I went to do the retreat. It was in July that year. So July all the way to like November and December, I was like, I'm doing this for real. Funny, when I got this tattoo, when I decided to, say like I'm doing this for real, it was December 21 of 2021. So 12/21/21. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know, you believe in numerology. I do, so
Nice.
there's some there. 12
Cool.
2, somewhere
Cool.
in there.
That's sick, bro. The journey is beautiful, bro. You know, certain signs like that, beautiful journey. You know, it definitely tells you it's spiritual. Some
I
spiritual.
didn't even realize that until last year, by the way.
Nah, wow.
Crazy stuff.
Damn. When did I start seeing profit? I started seeing profit the moment I started acting like the pros. So, you know, like the beginning, you lose a lot of money, you're unprofitable. But when you learn, when you take the learning process more serious than the earning process, you learn what the pros do. When you learn what the pros do, now you can, like we were talking about earlier, reverse engineer. And that was the process that worked for me to start seeing consistent profits, was reverse engineer. So once I embodied the consistently profitable trader, was the moment I became that trader.
You're a trader? Funded trader?
Yes, and have some delayed gratification, bro. You know, like you gotta put the work in today. You gotta do the right things today to start benefiting later on, right? In a couple months from now. So don't like focus too much on the outcome. Stay attached to the process. And you know, you're supposed to make a ton of progress in your process before in your profits, right? So if you feel like you've been a disciplined trader but you're not seeing like results in your P&L, that's a good sign. That means you're doing the right things to start to get the good results in your outcomes. You're applying the right process. So now it's just a matter of time. Just like when you plant the seeds, right? It's just a matter of time till those fruits are on the tree. So it's kind of the same thing there, bro. So as long as you do the right thing, man, just stay committed, dedicated, and persistent, and bro, you're literally guaranteed to get what's yours. Like, it's a universal law. But again, like what we were talking about, belief, like the power of believing and beliefs. Like most people don't believe in themselves, right? Most people don't believe they can do it. That's because they're not around that environment, right, where people are doing it. But yo, when you start believing in it and you start applying the other parts into it, bro, you're guaranteed to get whatever you want.
Guaranteed. NQ, man, NQ is lethal. Lethal. I want to take buys, but the move down has been so dangerous. It just so vicious here. So with the 4 hour being bearish, I know we got no top, no bottom wick or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I think the best bet here is to, since we're going against the 4 hour, to wait on the closure. All right, one closure above, and that's our move. Otherwise, this thing can keep melting. Look at yesterday too. I tried. Luckily, I squeezed in like the trade pretty good. But even yesterday, man, we were closing with no wicks and just continuing to melt. Continue even here, continuing to melt straight down. So yeah, the downward move has been vicious here. So I think we need a range too if we're gonna go against the 4 hour here. So simple closure, this bearish closure with a new closure back above puts us in a good position here. Yeah, I think NQ could definitely keep moving down, man. It's no joke. No joke. Goldie given no top wicks. No top wicks. It's not looking too hot here. Not looking too hot. Yeah, I think I'll probably just let gold do its thing. I don't see any good trades here. So we might just wrap it up instead of trying to get caught up in NQ here. I think NQ, the range 2 buy is going to be good. If I'm around, I might take that a little bit later, but this thing could sell off all day long here. So I'm not going to attempt the buys here. We already moved up all the way up to 04, so there's no point of attempting those buys. Maybe if you get a closure back above, that'll help us. If you can kind of get something like this. Boom. Now we got the wick to fill and an opportunity to go long right here on that re-break of the 4-hour high. But to get in here, right there is going to be a little silly. Yeah, we're going against the 4-hour there. So I wouldn't touch that. Closures below look pretty good as well for the sells, and closures above, if we do get that support, look pretty good here as well. So that's what I'd look for on NQ. Gold, yeah, nothing to do here. Literally nothing to do on gold. So we're just moving down. Let's just let it go. Let it move down. Let it move down, and print some new ranges for Asian and London and New York tomorrow. Other than that, not a thing to do, man. Not a thing to do. What now?
What matters most is we did our job today. Like we're disciplined to our plan, so that's what matters most.
Yeah,
we'll get paid to do our job.
Yep, we wanted 9:30, but we didn't get our closure. So no closure, no trade, no biggie. Right, we move on. We're still sitting pretty. So as long as we're still sitting pretty and no unnecessary losses, we are golden, my friends, golden. So yeah, let's wrap this up. We'll come back tomorrow. Tomorrow's what, Thursday? Tomorrow's Thursday. We'll come back for Asian session tonight, and then yeah, we'll see you guys back here for New York session tomorrow. Jamaican me crazy, man. Yeah, gold's making me crazy, man. All right, boys. Good stuff today. John, Rafi, I'll see you boys in Asian session tonight. If you guys if you guys are not in the clubhouse yet, join us here tonight. We're gonna have a fun time in Asian, and then the rest of you guys, we'll see you back in New York session tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern. I'll see you guys then.
Yeah, God bless you. I'll be great.
Grind time.
Stay out of trouble.
I see you, brother. I see you.
Let's get it.
Asian session starts at 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, 8 p.m. All right. So good stuff. No trade day, but hey, one thing we didn't do was no L's, right? Only W's here today. So spam the W's on the way out. Like the stream, sub to the channel if you haven't already. Blessings to you and your family. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys back on the next session. Peace out, my friends. Enjoy. Later, Gators. We out.
We ain't taking no L's. No. Saints breaking out of cells. Go. The battle's been won. He said it's done. So we ain't taking no L's. We ain't taking no L's. Hey, we seeing W's all in the chat. It's like a home run straight off of the bat. Lion, the Judah, the cat out the bag. I can't dilute it, I'm bringing the facts like I was lost, but now I'm found. Trapped in darkness till you came around. Broken chains all falling to the ground. We ain't taking no L's. No. Saints breaking out of cells. Go. The battle's been won. He said it's done. So we ain't taking no L's. We ain't taking no L's. Hey, we ain't taking no L's. The victory is already won. 3 days in the ground in the kingdom of gun. Why just wait around when he told you to run? Run the race at the pace that you're supposed to. Break through, and there's nothing that he won't do. Broken chains are falling to the ground. We ain't taking no L's. No. Saints breaking out of cells. Go. The battle's been won. He said it's done. So we ain't taking no L's. We ain't taking no L's. Hey, we ain't taking no L's. We ain't taking no L's. No L's. Hey, taking no L's.
All I do is make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two.
When I'm sliding on the beat, they like, who is that? coin flipper, way that I be turning heads. Side stage, stomach turning, I'm a nervous wreck. Till I heard the fans and the kick, pull the curtain back. Wow, big wig, I don't need a hairpiece. Big dog, no leash, they know I'm a rare breed. Big shoes, can't fill them, this a rare feat. Big price, no sale, but I'm still carefree. Yeah, sweet 16s for the diabetics. Any era, I don't care, I'm the guy to get it. If it's 80-42, then I'm a violinist. Still the illest, go ahead, check the hieroglyphics. Yeah, said it's impossible, huh? Oh man, you know if anyone can, I can.
Make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two. Big hitter, baby, I'm in the fourth spot. Been in this position, ain't a shortstop. Every song gold, my catalog up at Fort Knox. Thinking they can get in on this, baby, of course
They
not.
don't even know what it takes, it's a lethal dose. Make it look easy, think they got it, they ain't even close. Play Nintendo in Japan, baby, we remote. Paling in comparison, they looking like they seen a ghost. Yeah, Nick went exactly how we plotted, there was not a twist. Saw exactly what we wanted and we got it ish. That's why we scratching off everything that's on the list. This is not a bit. Said it's impossible, huh? Oh man, you know if anyone can, I can.
Make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two.